What is happening, people? United Central back with another video. There's only one Harry Maguire. Oh. Harry Maguire. There's only one Frank.
Hey, you know what? You know what? There's one thing that is true about him. His head's fucking massive.
Anyway, let's finish the intro. Finish the intro. Wow, I can't come back from that. I can't come back from that. You man just ended it there. Finish the intro. Oh, guys, welcome to another Straightjacket podcast, podcast 78. With my two guys, we're back. I told you guys, we're back in business. You get me? And yeah, man, it's a bit of a sticky one still. You know what I mean? Like, listen, today, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've been ducking everyone in Manchester. I put my face mask on. Yo, listen. Listen, special unit had to take care of him. He's been in hiding since yesterday afternoon. He's been in hiding. Oh, anyway, you know what? There's two things. We can either cry or we can either laugh. Yeah, we choose to laugh. Come on, people.
There you go.
Come on, people. You know, there's not much laughing on about, but you know what? It's been good to see you back, man. Aaron, how's it been, bro, since the lockdown?
It's been good, man. Yeah, we're just talking off camera. It's been ages since. It feels like ages when it's only been like maybe. What? A month, yeah, because we saw each other at the protest.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, because we've been locked down in our houses and stuff, and obviously you've been working, but it just feels like ages, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah. But obviously we have to talk about yesterday. Do you know what? Yeah, before people say, you know what, it's only a FA Cup, it's only this and that. Man United they've not been winning trophies, Aaron, for the last 7 years. We've won the Europa League, FA Cup. Van Gaal was the last one to FA Cup a couple of seasons ago.
League Cup as well.
League Cup. We've not won anything, and I felt like yesterday was a bit arrogant. Yesterday, I don't know from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the players. I don't know, but yesterday was a chance to win a trophy. The first step in winning a trophy yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's just almost as if we're just like, yeah, forget it, man. We've got top four to think about. Top four is not a trophy. I know top four is something that leads you on to Champions League. You know what I mean? It gives you a platform. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer hasn't won a trophy. It is well, it's won it in Boulder, but apart from that, I'm talking about big boy trophies.
Yeah,
that was a chance for us there yesterday. Are you gutted? Or are you thinking there's bigger things to fry, basically? Bigger fish.
Yeah,
bigger fish to fry.
I think the bigger picture is we're still in the top four race. Leicester, thank God, they've dropped points yesterday. Yeah, against Tottenham. Chelsea still have Liverpool to play. Liverpool are playing at home. They've just lost to Arsenal. They're lifting a trophy because their last game is away. Yeah. So they're going to want to win the game so that they can lift the trophy comfortably, let's say. Even though if they lose or draw, regardless of the result, they're going to lift it. But ideally, they would want to win so they can lift the trophy properly. Do you know what I mean? So I think looking at the bigger picture, you can say the FA Cup loss to Chelsea yesterday is a bit of a blip. Do you know what I mean? We're still in the Europa League as well. So we still technically have 2 ways to get into the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? But it's the way
that we get beat, though, isn't it?
Exactly. It's the way we lost yesterday that I'm really, really annoyed with. We could have lost 1-0 and put in a great performance, had 20 shots and the keeper just saved them all. I would have been fine with that. But the way we performed yesterday was embarrassing, man. Do you know what I mean? Some of our players that are supposed to be our leaders on the pitch, some of the players that are supposed to be the pillars, some of the players that are supposed to guide the younger players, all of them just put a shambolic performance in. Yes, I know people like Brandon Williams had a shocking performance, but who's there on the pitch to lead? Who's there on the pitch to guide people like Brandon Williams? Do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's the way that we lost yesterday was embarrassing, man. And I know we're going to get into that in a minute, but again, man, David De Gea, listen, I'm not against the person. I love the person. I'm sure he's a great guy and whatever. But the mistakes are starting to cost us game side. And fact is, regardless of Maguire's performance, which we'll get into as well, regardless of his performance, De Gea doesn't make those 2 mistakes. Yeah, easy. The game doesn't end 3-1. That is a fact. We could have got into extra time 1-1 and maybe, just maybe,
we could have been in the game, bottom line.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Because we came out that second half and I'm thinking, I was buzzing. I was like, okay, 1-0 down. Let's roll our sleeves up and let's get into this mistake. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's right at the start of the second half and you're like, come on, man. Do you know what I mean? We could have come out here second half and put in a shift and try and get it equalised and maybe go in front as well. And he makes that kind of mistake. And it's not like it's one of the mistakes where you go, oh well, it's just one of the. No, it's a blatant mistake. It's a blatant. It reminds me of that save he tried to do against Bergwijn in the Tottenham game. It reminds me of that mistake as well.
But that one you could even think the shot was hard. This one
was.
He pushed
simple save.
He punched it in. It looks like he punched it into the goal.
We're not anywhere. We're nowhere near to give advice when it comes to like goalkeeping. But that was a simple save, side.
Right.
Simple save.
Someone said it's tracing paper. Adam said tracing paper. You know that's how bad it is. You know what? Just before we talk about Harry Maguire and David De Gea and all that stuff, yeah. But I was moaning on the game against Southampton specifically. When Southampton, that second half, looked like they had ideas, and we ran out of ideas. And people were moaning at me saying, oh, don't be negative, don't be this, don't be that. I'm trying to be realistic and saying, we are not a kind of we're not a cohesive team in terms of our pattern of play, how we're playing from minute 0 to minute 90. Top teams play the same way throughout, and they keep consistently. What I was seeing, and I felt like we were playing well, but did we maybe pick off teams? You know what I mean by pick off teams? When they're down and out, boom, got the quality in Mason Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes. But did we play in terms of how we're playing expansive football from minute 0 to minute 90? And that is why I kept saying to you, it's going to bite us on the ass. Southampton second half was shocking. Crystal Palace for most of that game, we were shocking, Luridin. So was this always going to be on the cards for that performance to come out of that team?
Yeah, check out my Twitter, that guy Red Devil. It's all there. I laid it bare. Even before the Southampton, I predicted it. Not that I am some genius. I'm not. I'm just an average Joe on the street, mate. That's who I am. But if you watch football, you can see when you see energy. Now, against Villa, we didn't start well either. We were lackadaisical. Yeah. There's something that's happening now. We're not starting football games quick enough.
No.
And to me, once you lose that momentum, unless something happens to change that momentum, and hence the penalty that wasn't a penalty changed the momentum in terms of Villa, and then once we go ahead, then it's hard for us to beat us, because then we sit and wait, and we know that we can put two things together, and if teams push up against us, we just hit them on the counter. But there's build up to that. There's been some good play, so we can't go when we were playing all well.
No, I understand we're playing all well, but I'm talking about the reality.
Listen, when we then lose, we can't say, oh, it's all doom and gloom. There are some patterns. There are some patterns of play. There are things that we're doing. But the main thing is the energy. The game against Tottenham was just horrendous. They went and scored and they did nothing. We had energy. From first minute to the last minute, we had energy. Right? We peppered them in, we kept them in, and Pogba wins the penalty. The game comes, Sheffield United, we caught them on a bad day. They were having a bad day. It was a good day for us, but they were having a bad day. They had a red card, they had a guy missing. They haven't got that many.
They had a really bad day. Listen, even though they were in it for the first 10 minutes, they were in it. The game.
Yeah, listen, they were in it. But as soon as we scored, it was hard for them to get back in. And to be fair, we deserved it. We were closing people down, of course, we were pushing. To me, it's the energy's gone. And that's what my tweet was yesterday. It was like, I don't see anything happening in this Chelsea game. I don't see it. Because the energy's gone. The energy sapped, and the energy is two things. Energy is actually physical energy, because we've been on a lockdown, and things now, players can't get really. One of the biggest things is to prevent injury and to freshen things up is giving players massages and stuff like that. Yeah. During the lockdown, no players got massage because they weren't allowed to. Nobody could touch you. Do you know what I mean? Only a doctor. If you take them to hospital, you can get the professionals with their proper PPE kits.
Yeah.
So I was expecting. I said it to you. I said it on this podcast. I said muscular. I was worried about muscular, and I made a plea saying that if these things right, Man United can do. We can have a good end to the season.
But it doesn't look like it though.
If we get injury prevention, if we do the right things, the medical department steps up, and on the whole, we've not had any massive muscular injuries. Touch wood on that. All touch wood, guys. All touch wood. Right. And the thing is, for me, is that now it's like we've run out of gas. An aspect of it is psychological, because that's why I coined it Bottle Job FC. Bottle Job FC. It is not just me insulting the players or saying
it's a mentality.
It's a mentality. It is an absolute mentality. When things get, you know what I mean? When
things get ugly and tough.
No, when things get like, you have to battle to win every inch and to fight for every ball. You are just like, that old mentality of the 7 years we've had, the 6 years we've had, right? Even before Ollie, we had that mentality. We were always close, but we were not close enough. Yeah. And even when we finished second and Mourinho saying that's my greatest ever team, that the greatest ever victory ever. That was horrendous because we were playing horrendous football and we might have been winning, but we were playing the most ugliest football imaginable. And none of us got ever excited or were thinking, you know what, we could be back. And it was shown that the year after, boom, everything drops away. So for me, this is the mentality. It is the energy in terms of the physicality. And obviously Chelsea had 2 extra days. Now that counts in football. When you've got run of consecutive games coming up, you're playing every 3 days. Man United played what? United played maybe 3 games in maybe 7 days.
6 days, something like that.
6 days, yeah. So the way that I seen the game yesterday, they did a number on us, and I was on here and I was telling everybody, and I told people on Twitter, the blueprint was Southampton. Southampton laid the blueprint. Southampton players have no pressure, nothing to play.
No.
And that's one of the most dangerous. It's when sportsmen or sportswomen or sports people, full stop, don't have any pressure. Majority of high-level stuff carries a certain pressure, right? But when Southampton are safe, everybody backed them. I thought they were going down after they got smashed 9-0. They got nothing to play. They're just playing with freedom. And everybody's just playing with freedom. They're not on the beach yet. The manager is well motivated. They have a style of play. They have a structure way that they play. And that to me was the fear. What Southampton did to us, but it's the ramifications.
Ramifications, yes.
Of the other teams watching it and going, well, you actually press Man United defence, the back 5. De Gea ain't good with his feet. Maguire is a guy, if he's got space, who can bring out the ball. Lindelof is a guy, if he's got space, he'll bring out the ball. Anybody can look good on the ball and pass forward, right? But it's when you haven't got space, can you do that? Can you then take the ball and drop my shoulder and take him out? And then we got Matic. Now everybody's favourite, because obviously Ricky
I've
been
saying though about Matic. I've been saying
the guy, when you get pressed,
he's the worst.
Oh, Matic comes back, mate. Dark alleys, giving the ball away. And yesterday, the joke was, on the thing of Maguire, was that Maguire turned into Matic. The only other thing I would say is that in defence of, I know we're winding Saeed up and we're just having a back, but in relation, Baye had to be rushed and helicopter to a hospital.
Maguire, he's okay, by the way. So shout out to Eric Baye.
Eric Baye. But Maguire stayed on the pitch, and we have to give that up. He could have been concussed yesterday and still playing. And the thing about it, in football, football is in the dark ages when it comes to that. When you get a head injury and you get a concussion,
they're still not
players still have the hope to say, and well, doctors should have to say properly. Do you know what I mean? So Maguire, the way he was, even before, he wasn't playing that great. But after the concussion, the madness that he was doing, he looked like he was fatigued. He looks like and actually when you're concussed, you feel like you're fatigued because you can't do, everything becomes hard. But I don't know what was wrong with Lindelof. You know what I mean? And Juan Pasaka. Because he looks like he banged heads with people as well. Empty, you know what I mean? In an empty stadium.
Never just touch on the
banging heads. And I'll sum it up and say this. Man United is massively psychological. When the tough get going, if you don't get going, then
they had a stalwart in Alex Ferguson to be that kind of mental block.
You know what? They don't have that. And the other thing is that Chelsea had 2 days on us where they planned the game. They planned how they were going to press. They watched loads of tapes.
That's my point. Where you come in.
2 day break that they had. 2 day break they had takes a massive impact.
That's why it
shows you when we took a break and what you said to remember, Aaron, Villa, we're gonna whack Villa, and I was like, ooh, I don't know about that, and you were like, they're giving us 4 days rest before we play Villa.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? Yeah, he makes a point there. We've had through 2 days rest. Oh no, they've had 2 days on us. So why did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer go to choose a 5 at the back when he's not played that all season? By the way, not played that all season. Daniel James is coming into a system where he don't know where he's playing. He's not got no confidence. You go for me. That's why I said to him, the players were thrown under the bus in that game because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thought, let me match them. But you don't do that in football. That's true. Don't do that. You believe. You stick to your belief. You stick to what you believe in. You stick to what your philosophy is right now. And to be honest with you, I don't know what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's philosophy is. He's trying to mould a system, where it kind of looks right on paper. You know what? 5 at the back looks right. I don't think we needed 5 at the back for Giroud. Harry Maguire was doing okay until the moments of what happened to madness. Victor Lindelof, that would have been okay. It didn't need 3 at the back. The midfield for me, Fred, you know what? I feel sorry for Fred. Everyone that's saying that, there's people out here that are saying, sell this guy. Can you believe it? He was honestly thrown under the bus. For me, him and Matic do not work at all. Because Matic was trying to play a holding midfield. Matic was almost playing as a 4th centre-back. 4th centre-back, Then you had Bruno playing in a kind of a false 9 position. I don't know what he was doing. He's becoming lost in this position. Rashford, for me, looked absolutely terrible yesterday. And that's not down to him because he's been playing well. And Daniel James...
no service.
He had no service. What was he doing there? Yes, I understand change of personnel. But change of system. For me, he got it absolutely wrong.
He got it wrong because we've been playing in that same system and we've been getting results. So when you play in a certain system and all of a sudden you change it, like it makes the players confused. And I heard something, I can't remember what I was watching today. I heard something, and someone was saying when Martial got on the pitch, when he got subbed on, and he was speaking to the players, like saying, "Oh,
what's going on?" Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
And the players were just looking confused, like,
I said that.
What's going on? What are we playing now?
Yeah.
Like, even when I was watching again, I was like, hold on. So Martial came on for Bailly. So what's going on?
Because the one back to back four.
Back four, okay. And then I looked at the midfield and I was like, Fred, Matic, and Bruno. That's not going to work, man. That's not going to work.
Well, the Pogba came on.
Because Fred, we already know what Fred is good at and what he's not good at. What he's not good at is the attacking things that that lack just a little bit, because we've seen how many times have we seen Fred break forward and then when it comes to the final fight he doesn't know what to do. It's because he's good at doing the simple things. Ball retention, get it off someone and then play it on. Now you're playing Matic, Fred and Bruno. Bruno was doing everything by himself.
And that could be a hindrance because he could be on the other side of the pitch, then the midfield's exposed.
There you go. And at a certain point in the second half, we went on a counter-attack and I've seen Bruno, those balls that Pogba likes to play like from deep and then play. Bruno started doing that.
I know.
And I'm like, this is just, the whole midfield is just disjointed. And then when Pogba came on, well, we were already 2-0 down. It kind of looked alright because we went back to what everyone's used to doing. Matic doing what he does, Pogba doing what he does, and Bruno doing what he does. But to be fair, like I know, trust me, I know top 4 is in our heads. We need to get top 4, we need to secure top 4, we want to
but it's a matter for me.
But I think we just should have gone with the same lineup and then after 60 minutes start making changes. By all means, start doing that.
Just jump in there, right? I personally think he changed the system because Wembley pitch is massive in it, right? So you're playing 5 at the back because it's the spaces in it. It's about when you're having 3 centre backs, you're just making sure that the spaces are marked, right? So Chelsea, the way they were playing, they were bombing forward, obviously. And it's another thing sometimes to mirror it as well. He did that again. Did he do it against Sheffield? I think he did it against Sheffield United. When we were away, right? So I don't have a problem with that but one thing I know that he doesn't trust the players that are coming on the pitch, the ones that he made. So Danny James, Fred, who else came in? Brandon was also forced on us, obviously because Shaw's injured. I don't think he trusts these people into playing a 4-4-2 or to play in a 3 midfield like that. He doesn't trust them. But I don't mind that. Okay, so say Ollie, right? You listen, you don't trust that. Well, get the flipping personnel right then. Because the idea of playing Dan James and Rashford up front is ludicrous to me because none of them can hold the ball up. I think you play Rashford, you keep him on, let him run the channels, but you play the guy you've got on the bench, who is a perfect striker for holding up the play, and that's how you beat the press. You know why? I was like, why are you not working that out? Why are you not working that out even in the first?
Because it's Ollie, that's why.
You know why? You know why I think he was playing James and Rashford. To me, when I saw the lineup and I said, okay, 3-4-3, or 5-3-2, sorry. Rashford and James. That means he's just going to let Chelsea have the ball,
exactly.
And he's going to rely. He's going to rely on the hustle of the ability to hustle the ball back from
Chelsea.
From Fred. He's going to rely on that for him to move the ball onto.
Do you know where I'm coming from with the tactical naivety?
From Bruno.
Why would he assume that though? Why would he assume that without him implement his own style first?
Exactly, because all he wants to do is just that counter-attacking play, and he was heavily relying on Rashford and James's pace.
James has not played this season.
And to be fair, Chelsea did well to annihilate both of them because James got him behind twice. I literally counted it in the first half.
One ball from Bruno was brilliant.
One ball from Bruno, 2 balls actually from Bruno. But then the defenders dealt with it very well. Rudiger dealt with it very well because Rudiger, he's not the slowest either. He's a very quick centre back. Let's get that in as well. So yeah, man, and apart from that,
why don't you change it though? Why don't you change it? So you see it straight away. So you see that.
That's the thing.
You're giving them the impetus. You're giving them the impetus, right? And the thing, what is about Ollie, right? And this is probably how critical I'm gonna get about Ollie. When you play that football, we're now. And I said it. I was saying it. We are a ball-playing team that plays from the back, right? A ball-playing team. We play in 4-3-3, But if you're going to change that system, and I understand you haven't got the bench and you don't trust the players and you're going to play 5 at the back, right? But why don't you at least get the wing backs in to hustle and fight, and then at least have the right personnel on the pitch? And another thing is that about Oli is that he didn't change it. He didn't change it until Pogba came, until he was 2-0.
Until Bailly got injured. Let's be real. If Bailly was not injured, would he have changed it? That's the worrying thing.
But then, and this is why I become in defence of Oli. At the end of the day, we were still containing Chelsea, regardless what the tactic. We were containing Chelsea.
We didn't offer anything though. Did we offer anything though? That's a problem though.
Yeah, we were containing. No, there's still a lot to go in the game.
But they would not score though. We would not score though.
Listen, there was a
bottom line though.
Listen, there was a lot to go in the game, so you don't know that. Sometimes a team has to, the ascendancy, it's on the ascendancy, and they're literally having most of the ball, and then the game can change. But to me, it's the first goal. It's the first goal. The first goal.
Well, we can't
look at that. The first goal. I mean, I come on here again and again and I say, I don't trust this guy. But to me, it was the whole of the defence's fault. It was Brandon Williams not getting caught. Getting caught. But to be fair, it was a good Chelsea play.
Yeah, it was a good Chelsea play.
Maguire is supposed to cut out the ball in the 6-yard.
I think it was covering the space though. I think he was covering the space as well.
But cover the space, cover it properly. Because he's got to cut that ball out, because that's between the keeper and the 6-yard area. And then
maybe he thought he was still in the back three. But
then you know what? This is what I'm saying. I can't even go too hard on Maguire, right? I know most of you think why not, but I think he could have been concussed, right? So that's what I'm saying to you, because he banged his head against the back of Bailly's head. Bailly's got. I know Bailly got two concussed twice, because one from Zuma and the one from Christ. But he's been flown to hospital. I don't remember to finish his point. Like, he's just been flown to hospital. So the fact that he's got headband and he's running around, he can still be concussed. But the thing I don't understand is that I was thinking, okay, Oli, change it. And when he changed it, it was too late. And when it's too late, when you haven't got and you're 2-0 down psychologically against a team like Chelsea, and then they started playing, have you seen the way they were playing? They popped the ball off like nobody's business. I've not seen Chelsea pop up the ball like that for a long, long time. And then that bottle of mentality.
That was a team that was well coached versus not well coached. Listen, let's be honest.
The bottle job mentality is common. But to me, it was like a team who had 2-day rest and worked on this game.
But well coached though, as well. You got to praise for that.
I've seen them against Sheffield United, mate. Where were they well coached? They got slapped by Sheffield United.
No, but I understand.
One team can look. It depends on how you are.
Where was it well coached though? 5 at the back. You got to be well coached though.
Chelsea. We've not played that. That's why you should not play that. We don't play that since before the lockup.
Yeah, but why go there? That's a problem. Is that tactical naivety?
No, because he doesn't trust the personnel in there. So that's why.
But he's the one that's playing the players though. He's the one that's bringing Daniel James there.
We don't have to bench that. We don't have to bench.
That's what I'm saying. If he's going to be marked as a top manager, yeah, why put Dan James through that hell then?
What I'm saying is this.
Why not put Igalo through that hell? I don't understand it, bro.
Before this game, Chelsea were prepared. That's one thing I can say. Looking at the way they were prepared. They were prepared to play. Okay, this is what you have to do if they play a back 3. This is what we have to do if they play a back 4. They were well prepared.
The pressing was incredible.
The pressing was incredible. I'm going to tell you why we were not prepared. How many flipping times do I have to tell people, you put in a low cross on the near post, Giroud is going to score.
Of course.
How are we not prepared for this?
No, you can be prepared, but you know what?
No. You can prevent that. You can prevent
that.
You throw your body in. No, then you're a central defender. Throw your body in.
But the title. You know top class managers. Yeah.
You know he's good at the near post finishes. He's good at you put the ball in long into Giroud. He's going to battle you until the hole that plays Giroud is second to none.
Do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looks at these kind of details?
No, of course he does.
I don't think he does. You know,
I'm starting to doubt him.
Hold on.
Aaron, listen. Many a time I've heard the managers go, we've worked on this. We've been working on this all game, and then the exact thing that we worked on happened straight away in the first couple of minutes of the game. How many times managers
play that for the back though? Okay, let me talk to you. Wan-Bissaka. If you're telling Wan-Bissaka to play up on the back, well, there you go then. So is this not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being told to do this?
I've never been confident with us playing from the back.
Yeah, because we're not good at it. Why put your players through that though?
We're not good at it.
This is what I'm on about.
No, but the ball then it gets chipped into, because there was times that we were getting out. We were getting out when we switched to quickly, and it was one-touch football. When we were doing it one-touch football, we were getting out. Or
when we got time.
Yeah, listen, no, but at times we were getting out. But the thing that madness was it is the tactical fouling of Chelsea was absolutely brilliant yesterday.
Does Ollie know his style? Does Ollie know his style? Listen, let's be truthfully honest. Does Ollie know his style?
No, from yesterday he got it totally wrong. From yesterday he got it totally wrong.
What about it? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, yeah? Is he based on a good 1-11? He got it wrong. No, let me ask this question. Is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer based on a good 11 rather than a squad? No, because I understand you need a good 11 to beat teams, yeah? But you're playing 38 games a season, injuries will happen. Yeah? Injuries will happen, suspensions will happen. But I understand that. But is it not, but that's what I'm on about. Is it not a mark of a top manager, yeah? To when you've got squad players like, I don't know, Barcelona have a guy called Vidal, yeah? He's not the first team, yeah? But he'll come in. Yeah, he's brilliant. That's what I'm telling you.
Look at how much experience he has. I'll take him over.
You're damn right.
Are you kidding me, Vidal?
Remember we were linked to him.
That was man won the Copa America, mate.
I know. How many times? I like him. And he scores goals as well. But is it not top? Is it not mark of a top manager? Yeah. Jorginho's out of the team. Listen to me. Jorginho's out of the team. Yeah, he's not played this season since the restart. He's hardly played. Yeah. He's hardly played. Yeah. But what does he do? He comes into the system. Yeah, and he fits in straight away. Why can't Man United do that? Why can't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Yeah, manager for 10 years. He's manager for 10 years. No, did. Why can't a player embed into a system? Why is it always right? We didn't have our first 11. Well, sometimes you're not going to have your first 11.
No, that's true, but we don't have the quality though.
But the quality is, I understand that, but you have the
players that you just talked about. You talked about Vidal, one of the best midfield players.
What about?
How many titles has this guy?
Yeah, I understand that. Maybe that's a wrong comparison. Yeah. I understand that. Yeah.
One of the best midfielders.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But what about his team? Yeah. He signed Igalo, Aaron. Yeah. He's saying Igalo is a good hold-up player. I want him on my team. He can adjust to certain moments. Then he goes and does that.
That's what I agree with you. That's what I agree.
But I'm telling you, you might not have your first 11. I understand that. But is it not a mark of a top-class manager to say, you know what, I'm gonna detail this game, yeah? I want you to be ready for the Chelsea game, guys, yeah? Because we're gonna play this certain way, yeah? And we're gonna do it on a training ground. I don't want to be hearing nonsense of, yeah, but Pop wasn't playing, Martial wasn't playing. Listen, we're not going to play these guys every single game.
If Igalo was playing, yeah, we could have had another outlet. We could have had someone that could have kept the two centre-backs busy. I think who was Rudiger and...
He would have bullied them, you know.
Yeah, he would have, bro. He's way more physical than Rudiger.
Of course. And they're not physically built, you know. Rudiger's not very, very physically built.
He's just athletic.
They have pace on them. That is it.
That game was made for Igalo.
It was meant for Igalo. So why do you not play him? Do you know what I mean? Like
instead, he went for the pace, like you said exactly. He went for the pace, thinking we're going to counter attack. We'll just sit back and counter attack.
It's not going to work.
And you know what? When the team has been playing 4-3-3 and will be more offensive, then you can't expect them to turn into a without working on it, without having the days to work on it on the training.
Let's talk about
without having the rest.
Let's talk about David De Gea.
Oh God.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh, David De Gea.
You know what?
Oh, David De Gea.
Aaron's putting his hand on. He don't want nothing about that, yo. But no, real talk, man. You get me? This is quite concerning now.
Everywhere you go, always take De Gea with you. I love singing that. You know, that's one of my.
That was 5 years ago. You know. Listen, that was 5 years.
One of my favourite songs. You know, I'm there, the Stratford, and banging it out. Everywhere you, everybody's looking at me like. Listen,
I was like, nowhere you go.
Listen, I might have been harsh on him. I might have been harsh on him. My initial reaction. I might have been.
We got a goalkeeper crisis, you know. Listen, you know that we have got a goalkeeper. We've gone from saying we got it sorted for the next 10 years. Listen to me, Henderson. Yeah, for me, is a good keeper. Yeah, I understand that. But to come to Man United, yeah, you need to be mentally strong. You need to be ready. You need to be, what I would say, strong. In terms of every department, you've got to be ready because you're following the footsteps of Schmeichel and what's it called? De Gea, if you call it, yeah, De Gea.
Hear me out. But hear me out. When De Gea first came, was he all of these things? He wasn't.
No. He learned.
He was young.
He learned.
Learning.
But he was talented. He was amazing.
He was talented. Yeah.
Dean Henderson's talented.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I look at Dean Henderson, right, and I understand where he comes from.
He makes mistakes. I agree.
Yeah.
He's not the best yet. I agree.
But do you think he's ready to be number one? Number one.
Was De Gea ready to be number one?
But I think they had the qualities to be number one.
He was amazing, to be fair.
So does Dean.
So you're not
19.
saying...
At 19,
so you're not saying...
How old was De Gea when he came?
About 19, 20, I think.
21, I think it's 21.
Now?
Huh?
How old is Dean?
It's about 23.
Bro, he's ready.
So you're saying now, drop De Gea.
I'm not...
I think just get somebody to give him a competition, I think.
I'm saying... No, listen, because the whole De Gea situation for me, because it's... For me now... At the beginning when he made mistakes, okay, he's dropped in form, I accept that, cool.
Yeah.
But right now it's gotten to a point where it's costing us games. And this is very, very dangerous. With our 2 games left West Ham, Leicester, it's very dangerous.
You mean 2 cup finals?
Two cup finals. Let's say we win against West Ham. Cool. Last game of the season, Leicester, 0-0, 89th minute. One of the poorest shots from midfield, and De Gea lets it through under his legs, and it's 1-0.
I'm concerned about West Ham, because they're very, very physical.
Back in the Europa League, mate.
What if one of those games? What if one of those games he makes a mistake and that costs us the game?
I doubt that. He'll make saves. You know, I'm here backing De Gea. I know it's a bit harsher. I'm backing De Gea here. You know what, David?
I understand what he's talking about.
No, I 100% agree.
Let me just finish
I 100% agree with your analysis.
Yeah, let me just finish my point. And I think people were saying about Oli, when he made the mistake against Tottenham, people were saying about Oli, yeah, he's not going to throw the hair under the bus. That's cool. That's no problem. And I'm sure they've had a conversation in private. I'm sure he's told him, listen, the mistakes are not good. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. But when you come out in public and say stuff like he's the best goalkeeper in the world, when everybody knows he's not, you're confusing people and you're confusing him at the same time. Because I'm sure De Gea knows he's not the best.
Yeah, but you try to give him.
Yeah, but don't say that. Just say stuff.
Now, to be fair, yesterday
I'm not saying Oli has to say what I'm saying. But if I was the manager and something like this happens, I'll go, listen, David De Gea knows he's a top quality goalkeeper. He knows his strength, he knows his weaknesses, and he's working on his weaknesses to get back to his old top level.
To be fair, he said that without saying it. He said he knows that should not let.
What's wrong with him? Is it mentally shot though, Aaron? What's wrong with him? Is it mentally?
His head's not in the game.
Listen,
he's thinking about something else. We don't know what it is, but he's definitely thinking about something else.
He can't leave. He just signed a deal.
Listen, let me put some facts on this.
He's just signed. What is it? 500k? What's he signed?
400.
But what I'm trying to say is, if you as a manager,
get rid of somebody who's on a 400k,
you can't.
Not get rid of him. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to make a statement as a manager and put down your foot and stamp down your authority. Bench him for the next game. Play Romero.
No,
I don't
Romero
letting against Norwich.
Because that.
By the way, Bucks.
Because that is going to send out a message to other players that no matter who you are, no matter who you are, you might be the best in the team.
Do you think Romero's good enough to be a competitor?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You know what?
You send out a message. When Van Gaal was here, and David De Gea's head was all over the place with the move to Real Madrid, what did Van Gaal do? He benched him. He dropped him. When Mourinho was at Real Madrid and he had the feud with Casillas, fair enough, it was.
And that made it stronger, you know. When Van Gaal did that,
he benched him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, you want to make a statement, you want to stamp down your authority, bench him. I know Romero's not the best, but play him for God's sake. We labelled him as the cup.
For this.
He was meant to be our cup goalkeeper. What happened to that?
Yeah.
What happened to that?
It's come to some pressure. Anyway, listen, David De Gea played well against Crystal Palace. Yesterday, it was anger, it's frustration.
He played well against Crystal Palace. You know what, he's not
Crystal Palace,
but then he made those mistakes, but then he pulled out worldies after that. Like that's typical De Gea.
I know that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing.
But a goalkeeper, you know what you got to understand. The goalkeeper is defined on moments.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? You could be out of the game. You have one moment, lots of concentration. You're absolutely.
But to me, you know what it is? You know what? I won't mind. It's the mistakes though, because I remember I was in Bilbao last May.
Yeah.
And there was a Chelsea United at Old Trafford. What did De Gea do that game? Made a costly mistake. Chelsea beat us, or we drew, and then top four. That's when the top four went down when we were chasing for the top four. So I'm just thinking, I actually thought that the club got rid of. I thought it was Oli that got rid of the guy that the keeper that was the goalkeeper, the goalkeeping coach that he had that was helping him.
Emilio Villarreal.
Apparently, but apparently they fell out, and it was De Gea that got rid of him. That's what.
Wow.
That's what everybody's telling me on social media. Well,
get rid of a
I mean, I don't know where they get it from, but you know, whatever. Like, and sometimes certain people even give interviews to try to cover up.
You know, we've got about 5 keepers at the club, you know.
Yeah,
we've got that guy who came in January. Yeah, we've got what's his name? Shout out to the guy. What's his name?
Lee Grant.
Lee Grant. Yo,
he's living life, bro.
Listen, you know what? I trust Lee Grant than I trust Romeo right now, because what I see, I'm telling you, what I see of the Romeo.
You're disrespecting Romero, man.
Yo, I'm not middleweight, heavyweight champion. To be fair, the way my guy drops is the most slow.
To be fair, Romero, I think his number one spot for
Argentina.
To be fair, Romero, his number one spot for Argentina.
I know it's gone now.
Martinez is on fire. Martinez is on fire.
Martinez looks like a proper goalkeeper. You can't mess with.
He's sick, man.
Yo, he saved Arsenal, man.
I'm telling you,
he saved Arsenal.
He's been putting good performances.
But I'm gonna say David to come back and grasp this. But let's talk. Listen, let's talk about, because we can go on about this. let's talk about the 2 cup finals we got. Because this, to me, is this game against West Ham.
This is the only thing that takes my mind off yesterday's loss.
Yeah.
2 games. And it's very tight. Chelsea 63 points, Leicester 62, us 62. We win the next 2 games, guarantee Champions League football. Because
that's pressure United can't do right now.
Believe me, Chelsea will lose against Liverpool.
You think so?
And Chelsea's last game of the season is Wolves.
Wolves home, isn't it? Yeah,
I think it's home.
No, but my question is to you. We got Moyes coming.
I wouldn't be so sure. I wouldn't be so sure.
They'll beat Wolves.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Moyes coming back.
Moyes come to. Like I said, I put the tweet out there. I put the tweet out there, man. Moyes, West Ham are watching that game. Now, I can understand that West Ham can press. They'll press in parts. Chelsea did almost a press.
West Ham.
No, Aaron, I don't believe that, bro.
Declan Rice and Antonio, mate.
Bro, imagine
Antonio against Lindelof.
Nah.
Antonio against Lindelof.
Aaron, have you not been watching that like Antonio lately?
Antonio's on fire, yo.
Yo, so what? He scored 4 against Norwich, man.
Bro,
no disrespect.
He's bullying Chelsea defenseman, bro.
No disrespect to Antonio.
Yo, he's gonna. Yo, listen, don't jinx it, yo.
Aaron Touchwood now. Aaron Touchwood now. No, actually, Aaron, stay confident because against Villa you were super confident and we did the job. And I was like, I'm sure.
West Ham.
But anyway,
I'm not confident, you know.
Like, listen, let me tell you something. Let me just make this clear. West Ham are not gonna they're not gonna have a press. How many days have they got on us? They played when?
They played
Friday. Friday because they beat Watford.
Friday, so they're Friday, Saturday. Jeez. So they've got 5 days on us. Like, so we play Wednesday, innit? So Friday, Saturday.
And it was a comfortable win.
Saturday,
as well.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So they've had 4-day rest. How many days have we had rest?
We're gonna have 2. Today and tomorrow, and then we play Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it looks like another team from London.
Are we in confidence right now? Because you look at the.
To me, it comes down to this. Manchester United. West Ham are going to come there, are going to defend stupidly, park the bus,
and they're going to
hop into the Well, they can see goals as well to defend. They can see goals.
This is why I say, this is why I'm confident, because they're going to park the bus. That's cool. But they don't have what it takes to go on a counter.
Nah, they're going to go count. Trust me, they do.
You know who they got? They got a Bowen guy. Bowen.
Yeah.
I rate him.
Bowen's a good player, you know. They got Bowen, and they got that guy, what's his name?
The guy who's scoring, mate. The guy who's
scoring.
The only guy I'm scared of is, on set pieces. That guy. That Czech brother.
That's what I kept to you.
Suchek. He's scoring. Suchek.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Listen, he's playing well.
Suchek.
Antonio. Suchek, and when I watch the team, Suchek, Antonio,
Bowen, another one
Rice is playing well as well. I mean, I don't rate him. I don't think he's a Man United quality.
Same.
Listen to me, Listen,
he's alright. He's alright.
He could be future season.
I've been kinder to Maguire on this show. Don't get me hyped up about another English player, right? Another English player. Don't get me all hyped up about another English player.
Another player that I rate is a player that's been injured for a long time, and I've been a big fan of him, Yarmolenko.
Yes. And he's the one that buried us. It was his goal that buried us.
And buried Chelsea.
Yes.
Marina plays 6 at the back.
He puts
McTominay centre back.
Oh, them dark days, eh? You know what? I don't miss him, mate. I do not miss Marina, but shout out yesterday, though.
Shout out to Marina for yesterday.
Let me tell you something. To me, this game is going to be West Ham are coming, and I'm going to say this.
Wait,
get the pens and paper out.
At home or away?
Get the pen and home.
Okay.
They're going to come to be defend. They're going to try to press us in certain areas. They're going to try to take advantage of our confidence. So they're going to hurry our defenders because we already are on shaky.
We're shaky.
But the game is going to be is every second ball they're going to fight for, and they're going to make it really difficult. If we don't score first, it's going to be a tough game. And at the end, if it's 1-0 only, they're going to try to go for it. They're going to try to do everything to go for it. And I don't trust our defenders and David De Gea on crosses or corners or whatever, right? So, Man United players, this is what we want. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. So, this is what I want from Man United players. Are Man United players ready, regardless wherever they find the energy? Know that we've only got one more game, then we've got a bit of break, then Europa League, right? Do Man United players, are they going to have the bottle, psychologically, to erase this, to get this out, is win this cup final at Old Trafford at home? Are they going to fight for every second ball? Are they going to pant their chest out and say, you know what, I don't care how scruffy this game is, we're going to fight. When it comes to fighting, if they want to fight, we'll fight. If they want to play football, we're going to play football. And you know the crazy thing is that I'm Man United, and if we go down, are they gonna, as their head's gonna drop,
and that's it.
or are they gonna come and absolutely pepper the West Ham
What
goal
my worry is,
and try to score more goals. If Man United to me play well and West Ham beat us and we have 27 shots and the goalkeeper has one of those days, I don't mind, because at least I can say, you know what, they did everything try to win the game, but it was unfortunately one of those days.
Early team news. 1 second. Just got it from the Man United app. We could be without 4 players.
Yeah, they chat rubbish, man.
4 players. Oliver Solskjaer, Eric Bailly, Luke Shaw, also missed a match with that country, will be fit enough to feature against West Ham. Okay.
Who?
Luke Shaw, also missed a match with, and it remains to be seen. Alright, my bad.
Okay, well,
Bailly will be out. Bradley Williams also could be a major boost. That's cut to the head. Otherwise fit.
Okay.
Elsewhere, Bruno Fernandes available. Yeah, so
listen. To me, it's about the bottle job FC. Are you gonna put me and put everybody who knows you got bottle job tendencies? Are you gonna put us to bed? This is a game to come and fight, and it's a cup fight. This to me is the season. This is the season for me. It's not about whatever happens at Leicester will take care of Leicester. What happens with Chelsea will take care of it.
Is this a season defining game?
This to me is a season deciding game. This Old Trafford. If you would have said to me earlier in the season, because like I said, I was saying, and I still do think we're not good enough to go in the Champions League, because if we don't strengthen in this break of football before football starts again, we are gonna get found out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you think if Chelsea are pressing us like that, what other teams are going to do to us?
Oh my God.
And what other if Southampton can do that to us, what the top European team are going to do to us, mate?
Tottenham will be stronger next year. Wolves will be stronger back next year.
Everton
will be stronger.
Levels. Yeah. Chelsea will be levels.
This is what I'm on about in terms of Ollie. Is he going to be tactically naive next year?
It's not about tactical. It's about the personnel, mate.
But I understand that. But
we need to
you've got to understand this, though. You've got to also show what you're capable of as well.
We need to clear out. We need to clear out loads of players.
What you know with this starting 11 now? Is it shot for confidence now? Look, Bradley Williams. You know what? Like first semi-final, is had a big occasion. Yeah. Is he now thinking? I understand. No. I'm not judging him. I'm saying to you, with that hangover in his head. Well, Bissaka's playing poorly. You know what? He's not played well since what? Brighton game, maybe? You know what? He's not playing well. Harry Maguire, obviously people are going to say, oh, this and that. He's not going to be confident. Lindelof, David De Gea.
I think it's going to be about picking your head.
And also the Bruno as well. Bruno's not been on form lately. Where's his position now?
But Bruno is the type of player.
He was everywhere yesterday.
It was everywhere.
Bruno's the type of player, like, he warned us already. Remember when he made those statements and he said, there's going to be days where I'm going to try too much. There's going to be days where I'm going to play bad, but I'm ready for it. So mentally already, I think mentally he's on a different wavelength than everyone else. So
Greenwood as well. Greenwood, is he on form?
For Wednesday, I think... Wait, did Greenwood play? Yeah, he came on, but...
but looked at it out.
What I'm going to say for Wednesday is, I think it's going to be about forgetting what happened yesterday, even though it was an awful performance. We're out of the FA Cup now. Let's get that out of our heads. That's gone. Finished.
It's gone.
Focus on the last 2 games. Like Norden said, 2 cup finals. Fight for your lives.
So what's the team then?
For your lives.
What's
my team? Well,
it picks itself, bro.
It picks itself. It's going to be the same team that has been putting in performances, minus maybe Luke Shaw. I think
if we don't win with the first 11 and it comes to 70th minute, do you have any hope of anyone coming off the bench and scoring? I know Igalo can come off and maybe, but if we don't score the first goal and they come in and then we still look poor and we can't, only need to change it around. For me, then we're gone.
No, I think that's why I'm confident that we can handle.
We need a good start to this game.
I think we need a good start. The first goal, as always, is going to be crucial. If we get the first goal, we put ourselves in a comfortable position. And then try and get the second one to be comfortable. Yeah. And then just finish off the game.
Take control of it. Coming, bro. Trust me.
But yeah, we're gonna have to be careful.
Go for the same team then. It's that same 4-3-3.
Yeah, that same 4-3-3. So you got De Gea. Sorry, well he's gonna play. I don't want him to play, but he is gonna play. It's going to be Williams, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Bruno, Matic, Pogba, and Martial, Greenwood, and Rashford.
Do you think we should change it? Do you think we should play 4 midfield diamond?
No.
Have McTominay or Fred or one of them on the pitch?
Do not change it. It's been working. Yes, to
give us a bit more energy and a stronger midfield.
No, that's the last thing I want to happen. To change the system again, it's going to confuse everyone.
Maybe you should change it if it's not working. Maybe then change it.
If it's not working, cool.
But I don't trust Solid to change anything.
Once it's working, keep the 4-3-3. Play the same players that have been.
I'm just not sure about Matic there, man.
I'm not sure as well. Declan Rice, they got a very, very mobile midfield. That midfield, you know what I mean?
To me, I come back to the thing, and that's what I said. I said it on the group chat. that everybody's talking about Matic because he played good, and you know what, in games where Man United were flowing and we had energy. But when the energy's not there and the things are not flowing and he gets pressed,
he gets caught out.
He gets fatigued because he's that age now. He's not quick. And you get caught on the ball, and I'm not singling him out. So those of you who are going to come from me, I'm not singling him out. I'm just saying to you, trusting him to be super mobile, where Pogba is not the most mobile guy. Pogba, when he's got space and that, he can run. You know what I mean? He can gallop his strength. But he's been out for 8 months, so we can't trust in him because he's give it in some of the games with a lot of energy, and now he's fatigued. So it's going to be interesting. But to me, it's a cup final. It's the same. It's a 4-3-3. Other than will they change? That's 4.
What are you going for? Because I can't see no more than
to me, I don't care. Listen, I don't care if it's 1-0. 1-0. I don't care if it's 1-0. I just want the 3 points.
And they're in the same prediction all the time.
I just want the 3 points.
3 points. You know what? I think everyone will want.
Because if we go to Leicester with 3 points in the bag, Leicester are under pressure. They've got to come out. They've got to come out.
Exactly.
They've got to come out.
Listen, guys, that's been your podcast 78. You know what? It is a cup final. It is literally a season-defining game. But
One
guys,
Football app. Tell them what
no, today we're not sponsored by the One Football app, but yeah, man. Check socials, bro.
Yes, man. You can find me at Mr. Aaron UTD everywhere. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Road to 5K, guys. Make sure you go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Nuruddin, your kind of we need your therapy. We might need it on Wednesday night. I'll tell you what.
Listen. Don't bother coming for me, mate. That guy. There's been a lot of people, fans who have been frustrated and accusing me of being negative when I'm saying, let's be real, guys. Let's be real. Let's keep our, you know what? Let's keep our feet on the ground. Let's see how
this get to
get it.
Let's get it. Before you know it, it could be good night.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Guys, go check the socials out, guys. That's been on Straightjacket podcast. We're back in business. We're gonna be giving you regular podcasts every week. And yeah, man, just hopefully Wednesday night or Thursday when we do another podcast, we can come here smiling and enjoy the top 4, guys. But guys, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to that Central, bottom right hand corner. We're road to 15 games. We're about 300-400 away. Please subscribe. Takes only 1 second, guys. And yeah, man, join the journey. And yeah, man, Wednesday, D-Day. Players, managers, don't let us down.
Let's hope that Harry Beckenbauer returns on Wednesday, because we're going to need it against Antonio.
You're gonna have to ring him quickly.
Well, I'm gonna have to have words, mate.
Get Neil Ashton.
Neil Ashton, yeah.
I
furloughed him. Neil Ashton's on furlough. Guys, subscribe to that Central. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye. Peace.